Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while, over a week since we've recorded anything, but a lot of stuff's been going on really. A lot of stuff at the motorhome, a lot of stuff at home. We've taken up laser engraving and laser cutting to try and fill the spare time, seeing as we're stuck at home sort of looking after our son, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not moaning, I'm just saying we're stuck at home, so we're finding things to do. We've put some solar panels up and a little solar backup system because we seem to get an unusual amount of power cuts in this area. So that took a little bit to figure out. Motorhome went back to the main dealer, as you know. They've took a look at it. There's a lot of faults. Some of those faults need to be done by not a main dealer, sorry. They need to be done by the factory. So it needs to go back to Bailey to get those done, and that can take quite some time. We're not really prepared to be without it for months on end. So we were looking at rejecting the vehicle. We got legal advice. We had a whole letter made up, like a rejection letter that we were going to send in. And then after speaking to the service manager and looking at various forums, legal advice, all sorts of things, obviously when a vehicle is over a certain age and you want to reject it, there's some slightly different parameters. You don't have to allow them normally to try and repair it. You can just reject it, get a refund or get a replacement. But where we've had it sort of 9 months now, unfortunately we need to allow them to actually have a go at fixing the vehicle, which means going back to Bailey, which is a whole pain. I mean, the gearbox fault with Ford, we've been back to Ford 3 times with the juddering gearbox. They've not been able to fix it any of those times. It's still juddering now. It's a common fault with the Ford gearboxes. It was with the power shift ones before, and these AF35 boxes they've put in now have got the same issues. Basically they build them with plastic parts and the plastic parts fail. I was advised by the Ford mechanics that what you should do is start the engine and let it run for 2 minutes before you drive anywhere. Just to let the gearbox warm up, and that helps protect those plastic parts a little bit. So if you've got a Ford chassis based motorhome, when you start the engine, if it's cold, then let it run for 2 minutes before you drive, and that should hopefully help you prevent this problem from happening, which is a bit of a pain unfortunately. But more and more motorhomes now are going to the Ford chassis, so apart from the wet belt, the injectors, the water ingress, we've now got automatic gearbox to add to the list. So we'll see how it goes. Some of the things have been addressed by Ford and hopefully resolved. As far as I know, the gearbox is still going to be the main issue. So anyway, we're at the main dealer. We've got the van up there. It's been up there for 8 days now. Basically, if you reject a vehicle over 6 months old, then they can deduct money for mileage, they can deduct money for age and wear and tear. Because we've gone quite far with it, you know, down through France, Spain, Portugal, Canary Islands, done the whole loop around the UK, you know, we've done almost 10,000 miles. So once they deduct the mileage, the wear and tear and the age of the vehicle, we're losing thousands. I mean, if we were to get a full refund, it's going to be 15, 16 grand lower than what we paid. So we're going to lose 15, 16 grand in less than a year, which is mental. So it would actually work out better if we were to part exchange it. They've offered us quite a decent deal where they've pretty much knocked all the profit off of a new motorhome and given us a good price for ours. And bearing in mind, we've got a £5,100 solar system, and then we've got a gas flow system fitted. So it's pretty well equipped, but obviously has a bit of wear and tear and loads of faults they've got to sort out, which obviously is not my fault. I mean, it was sold with loads of faults anyway, but you know, it's like reasonable, I suppose. So we're looking at that option at the moment. I called yesterday to speak to the sales manager about midday, and the guy said that he'd give me a call back, but I didn't get a call back, so I'm going to give him a call today again, chase him up, see if we can get some sort of deal done to get another van, because we need one. We've got so many plans, so many places, you know, we just need to get the van back so we can get on with our lives really. Everything's been put on hold. In other news, we have got a Creality laser engraver slash cutter. It's the 22 watt version, but it does cut through, slice and engrave very, very well. I've been really impressed. The possibilities are pretty much endless. We've got some key rings we're going to make. We've got loads of various different coasters and things like that. We've been making Christmas decorations to see if maybe we can get an Etsy store going with this sort of stuff. We'll take it to car boot sales. We can do personalised coasters, so if anyone wants any coasters for their motorhome, we've done some Mandy and Andy ones here. Then we've got some generic home is where you park it ones. We've got some Santa footprint templates, which are the wrong way round. As far as I know, Santa's legs are this way. We can make clocks, all sorts of things really. So yeah, we're keeping busy doing bits and pieces. We're going to try and get some of this up on our YouTube shop. So if you do want anything customised or personalised, let us know. We can do chopping boards, glassware, you can do placemats, coasters, all that sort of stuff. So if you've got a nickname for your motorhome or the brand of your motorhome, or if you want your names or your partner's names, we can do all that sort of stuff, and individual and unique Christmas decorations, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's getting we're doing this, that and the other. We've been sorting out the garden, you know, winter's coming, it's getting dark. We're just trying to keep ourselves busy really while we can't go anywhere, and obviously while we're looking after our son. We have now got fully monetized, so we can get sponsorships. We have actually got a sponsorship, our first one, which is going to be coming out on Saturday in our video, so apologies if it really gets on your nerves when people have sponsors, but you know, the end game is to be able to make these videos, travel to these places, and not necessarily make loads of profit, but at least break even, so that we can maintain that lifestyle, and so we can bring things to you, show things to you. You know, for example, we're going to be going back down to the Canaries. This time we're going to film every aspect, you know, from leaving home. So we'll have the travel to the tunnel, we'll go through the tunnel, we'll go down through France, we'll go down through Spain, we'll have the ferry over to Lanzarote, and then traveling between the islands, things to see and do, places to stay. I know there's a lot of people that want to do it, but they find it quite daunting. It's a long way, lots of things and expense. But there are ways you can make it a bit cheaper, so we will be doing that for sure. But we just need to get a van, and we need to get ourselves on our way, and that's where sponsorships and things like that come in. Because we're monetized now, we can make money, we can do sponsorships, we can get advert revenue and all that sort of stuff. So we'll probably do a video in the future at some point showing exactly how much you do make, because you can guarantee it's not going to be as much as everyone thinks it is. But if we can at least break even, then I'll see that as a success really. Because we started making these videos just for ourselves really. We were just traveling different places, filming it for ourselves, so we had those memories, and then people started watching, and we've developed this great community. Loads of these videos we've had out now, and people are chatting. It's really nice. It's like the friends you didn't know you had, you know. So yeah, really good vibe. So yeah, that's about it really. That's where we're up to at the moment. I'm hoping by the end of this week we'll have some good news about a motorhome, and we'll either have one or be about to be having one. We'll do obviously a full tour and everything like that of whatever we get, but cross your fingers, we'll cross our fingers, and hopefully by the time we see you next, we'll have something on the driveway other than an empty space. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate anyone that's sticking around through these difficult times. Like, comment, subscribe. We love seeing the comments, reply to every single one ourselves. Really good to see people getting engaged with that. So yeah, we'll see you soon.